So here's the situation. I have been moved, rather I asked to be moved, to Artist Alley. This is one of the Artist Alley booths that they have. This is at the bottom, like the southern side of Artist Alley. I am now at table AA 127, kind of underneath the Artist Alley sign there. All of those colorful tables are the 6-foot Artist Alley tables. But since I got a booth, I could bring an extra table. Okay, so I only have 9% battery left, so I gotta be quick about this. I forgot to charge my camera. Anyway, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. Normally, all of these display items are up here on these top 2 rows, but I wanted them to be more eye level, easier for people to see. So what we decided to do is build this wall here. This little table that I brought is slightly shorter than the table that they provide, but luckily these long pieces here kind of make up the difference. And also because I have my little table clamps, my little table clamped backdrop, it takes up some space behind the booth. So this whole thing has to be moved forward, but because of that, there's not enough space on the table to put my self-serve acrylic trays. So what we did is we made a little shelf here, 4 wide, so that the shelves actually have enough room to be placed. Obviously, it's not going to be open like this. This will be open because I want to be able to stand here. But coffin bags will go here, bat wallets will go there, and then I think beanies will probably go here. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't decided. And then I think I want to put my bat fanny pack up here as well. Again, I haven't quite decided, but I will get back to you when this is finished. All right, guys, here it is, the finished booth. The only thing that is really bothering me about this booth is this right here. It is open to the public. I don't have anything stored under there, so it's not like it really matters, but it's still like a gaping hole. So it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of messes with the visuals of the booth. But if it bothers me, if it still bothers me by the end of the day, then tomorrow I'll bring like an extra tablecloth or something just to cover up the hole. Yeah, we'll see. If I keep thinking about it, then I'll cover it up. But it'll probably be fine. So because I have this little table here, I decided to put all the self-serve coffin buttons on the table. I've also got my little price sign and my follow me sign. Coffin button display is there. And then hopefully the charm display and the enamel pin display is more at eye level, so they're easier to see. I've got all my beanies up here, my new beanies here from my night jacket Kickstarter I'm able to sell as well, the bat and the ghosts. And then over here, I have a brand new shirt design that I'm taking pre-orders for. It is pink and black, and it's got eyeballs. Lots of eyeballs. Looks pretty good, I think. Oh yeah, the bat bag I have tethered to this so no one can like pick it up and take it. I've got the sign here as well, of course, so people can scan the QR code and pre-order it if they want to. Got all my self-serve out. And speaking of self-serve, I've also got this handy little apparel rack here. My night jackets, I was able to send out all of my Kickstarter rewards, so that means I can bring them to cons finally. I've got a small hanging up here on this little mannequin, half mannequin thing. And then I've got 3 larges hanging up here, so you can see the back. The white one, the black one, and the pink one. I also brought some old apparel back. This is called the Oni Boba shirt. It's just a long sleeve, and it says Oni Boba. on the sleeve. She's drinking boba, and she's an Oni. That's her. I've got a couple of sizes of those. And then I decided, since people like to hold up shirts to try on, what I normally do is I'll just grab a shirt, take it out of its bag, and hand it to them. But I figured, you know what, I could just have one of each size, not one of every size, but like one of most of the sizes hanging up. So if someone says, can I try on a 2XL? I can be like, yeah, this shirt here is a 2XL. So you can hold it up. I've got the 2X, I've got an XL, a large, a medium, a small, and then I have an extra small. Even though the extra smalls don't really sell, I do have an extra small just in case. But since I ran out of hangers, I only had room to hang up the extra small through the 2XL. I do have a 3XL and a 4XL. So if someone did want to try one of those on, I would have to grab those from out of the bags. But yeah, so I'm trying that. I'm trying it. I bought this little apparel rack just to try out for this convention. I think it looks okay. The whole booth, very nice, I think. Yeah, I think it came together pretty well. All right, I can't get this height. Oh, there it goes. It finally, okay, the face track is finally enabled. Let me turn this off real quick. Okay, a lot of stuff has happened this morning, so I can't really go into it. We have like 5 minutes before the hall opens, so I have to be really quick with counts. But yeah, basically someone stole a beanie off my display. They stole the pee pee poo poo beanie, label and all. So I had to have my friend give me some masking tape and a Sharpie so that I can make a new label for it and put up my very last display beanie. Rather, my very last beanie that I had for the display, so I'm completely out. I'm out. I have more coming, but they're not gonna be here for about 2 or 3 weeks still. So if anybody wants the pee pee poo poo beanie, they're gonna have to pre-order it from me. Oh my God. That scared me. Anyway, yesterday was pretty good. I was up about $500 compared to last year Thursday here at FanX. So I sold 16 prints. I sold 69 buttons. Nice. I sold 30 charms. I sold 21 enamel pins, 7 lanyards, 7 sticker sheets, 48 single stickers. I sold 11 packs of plasters, which is really good for a Thursday, which is basically Friday. I don't know if you guys knew this, but FanX goes from Thursday to Saturday. They don't do Sunday. It's because we're in Utah and there's a very large Mormon population here. And most of them wouldn't do a convention on Sunday. So this kind of caters to the religious crowd. That's why we're Thursday through Saturday. But anyway, for Thursday / Friday, 11 packs of plasters is really good. I only sold 2 sticker books yesterday. I sold 2 cat sticker books. I sold 4 mystery cat bags, 2 mystery button bags, 4 beanies, 3 of which were my pee pee poo poo beanie. I sold 5 coffin bags, 3 of those being the matte black, and then I sold 1 black bat wallet. As far as apparel goes, I sold 8 button-up shirts, and I sold my first night jacket. I sold a white night jacket. Very excited about that. My very first one outside of Kickstarter. It was to a peer, a friend of mine, another artist. So pretty cool. Yeah, I was very excited about that. So last night we went and restocked, grabbed another one because we only brought 1 of each size of every color because they're very heavy and they're very thick and they take up a lot of room. So we only really had room to bring 1 of each size. But anyway, very eventful morning. I'm gonna try to recap things tomorrow morning, and maybe if I have time throughout the day. I doubt it though, because Friday, today is gonna be even crazier than yesterday was. So we shall see if I have time.
Is there anything else that I can go over? I think we just opened because I hear some screaming. So I'm gonna go. I will catch up with you guys later. I am in 4 stamp rallies at this convention. I'm in a Little Guy stamp rally. I'm in a Book of Bill inspired Gravity Falls stamp rally, a spooky horror rally, and a sleep token rally. I am hosting the sleep token rally. It's the same format as the one I hosted at HachiCon, but we have brand new prizes, so we're not reusing the prizes from that show. Totally new. Also today I decided to bring my Severance lanyard. This was a prize, part of the Severance Stamp Rally prize that I hosted for MomoCon. It says, "Your Audi is kind. Your Audi goes to conventions." And then on the other side, it says, "Please enjoy all Artist Deli merch equally." I painted my nails on Tuesday and they're already chipping. So clearly I did something wrong. Good morning, guys. Today is Saturday. It's the last day of the con. Thursday and Friday ended up being really good for me, but I still have to make $4,000 to beat last year's FanX. So we'll see if I can do that today. If I can do as well as I did yesterday, then I will definitely beat FanX. So yeah, let's just get right into the counts then, shall we? Yesterday I sold 24 prints. Oh my God, 24 prints in one day. That's so good. My Arcadia Vessel print was my best seller. I sold 8 of him, followed by my regular Vessel print. I only sold 3 of him, but everybody loved the Arcadia Vessel. I sold 71 buttons. That's only 2 more than Thursday. I sold 41 charms, 19 enamel pins. That's 2 less than Thursday. Interesting. 4 lanyards, that's 3 less than Thursday. Sticker sheets, I sold 18, and my bestseller will shock you. The sticker sheet that sold the most yesterday, and in fact across both days so far, is my Daft Punk sticker sheet. Oh my God, I've sold 5. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me that's a lot. My sticker sheets aren't super popular. A lot of my designs are kind of old, so I need to retire them and make new ones, more relevant sticker sheets. They're from old fandoms. I've got like Eevee stickers that I drew from like 2018. I've got my little Ender friends, my Gengar and friends. Those are all really old. I guess they're still kind of relevant, but I don't know, they don't really sell super well. So, wait, didn't I sell a Severance sticker sheet yesterday? I'm pretty sure I did, but it's not written down.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Okay, just kidding. I sold 19 sticker sheets yesterday. Single stickers, I sold 67. My Try Me sticker was my most popular sticker yesterday, followed by a tie between my Arcadia Vessel sticker and Oh Lord. Plasters, I only sold 6 plaster packs yesterday. And as far as miscellaneous goes, I only sold 1 sticker book. I sold 4 mystery cap bags, 2 mystery button bags, 2 beanies, 3 coffin bags. I sold 2 pink bags yesterday and 1 matte black bag. I sold a pink bat wallet, 2 ID wallets. Oh, just kidding, I sold 3 beanies. One of my beanies wasn't written down on my stock sheet yet, so I had to like manually write it down under miscellaneous. I sold a bat beanie yesterday, which is brand new. It's one of my new designs. I released it with my Night Jacket Kickstarter, so since I was able to ship out all of the Kickstarter rewards before the con, that meant I could bring all of my leftover stock to this con. Button-up shirts, I only sold 7 yesterday, but as far as night jackets go, I sold 4. I sold 1 black and white night jacket, and then I sold 3 pink ones. That's awesome. Considering their price point, I was really worried that I would only sell like maybe 1 this whole weekend, just because, I don't know, the price scares a lot of people off, which is understandable. They're $200. But the fact that total I've sold 5 now this weekend, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. The stamp rallies are doing well. We had to make more sleep token stamp rally prizes because we totally ran out yesterday. So we had enough leftover stuff between the three of us that we were able to make 10 more prize packs. Well, we haven't made the prize packs yet. I still have to put those together. But the little guy stamp rally, I've given out a lot of cards for these. And for some reason, people aren't really going for the spooky horror rally. And they aren't really going for the Gravity Falls stamp rally either. We're really trying to offer all of the stamp rallies after each purchase. I'm really bad at it, but Jess is really good at it. So anytime he's manning the booth, after every transaction, he always asks if anybody wants to join a stamp rally. And since I'm part of 4, there's lots of options to choose from. But a lot of people are like, no, thank you. Or they'll see them and they're like, no, bye. So, yeah, I don't know. Not a lot of takers. What happened yesterday? Oh, yeah, Thursday. So I didn't have time to tell you guys yesterday because a lot of stuff happened in the morning to where I didn't have time to vlog at all in the morning. I had like 5 minutes before the haul opened. But Thursday, I sold a Davy Jones charm. That made my day. That's rare, okay? So what I did was, she mentioned that she really liked Pirates of the Caribbean. She saw my Davy Jones charm and she was like, do you have any more Pirates of the Caribbean? I was like, no, just Davy. And she goes, well, I'm a really big fan of Will Turner. And I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. And I said, I'm a really big fan of Davy. And I showed her my tattoo and she was like, what? It blew her mind. And so she was like, okay, yeah, give me the Davy Jones charm. That was awesome. And then later, yesterday actually, she emailed me and she said, hey, just want to let you know, it was lovely meeting you at FanX. And I love that you have Davy Jones tattooed on you because she said, she mentioned, this isn't verbatim, obviously. I'm just paraphrasing. She said that she loves it when artists love something with their whole being enough to like get it tattooed on them, or she said something like, I love it when artists aren't like meta, like they don't go with the trends. They like what they like and they're very passionate about it even though it's not popular. And that was me with Davy Jones, and she said that she really appreciated that. And she said that it made her day, me showing her my tattoo. Like, what? That was just so crazy to me. But yeah, that was awesome. That was a fun interaction. What else happened on Thursday that I didn't talk about yesterday? Well, what did happen on Thursday? I've only got 2 OLOD stickers left. Yeah, it has. We sold 8 yesterday.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Probably should have brought some.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna sell out of OLOD today. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay, this is something that happened on Thursday. Someone said that they saw me at VidCon and they harassed me every FanX. Not harassed like actually harassed. They said that. Those are their words. They bother me every FanX. And by that, they mean like they come say hi and they come see me and they buy stuff from me every year. And they saw me at VidCon this year too. But Thursday, they brought me this. Look at the little bats. They're so cute. It's a phone charm. It's like a phone holder. They also gave me like a silicone holder thing that you can like put underneath your phone case, and then it's got like a little loop so you can hook this to the loop. But yeah, the thing is, I already have a phone charm with bats. This one also has bats on it. And this one, it's super cute, but it's kind of bulky. So I don't know if I'd use it for my phone, but I'll definitely use it for something else. It's super cute. How kind of her to make this for me. It's very sweet. I did not expect that at all. Morning. How are you? Yeah? Well, you found me.
Yeah. How has it been?
It's okay. It's an okay weekend. I just need to take off the rage glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to focus on the positives. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. So last minute, I made some Knights of Guinevere merch. Since we own the button presses, obviously all that I had to do was draw the thing, and then we made it same day. I made Gwen, I made Frankie, I made Andy, and then I made Scuffed Gwen. I'm running really low on some of my arcane buttons, but surprisingly, I think I've only sold like one Jace the whole weekend. And I've sold, I think, maybe one Jinx. The arcane buttons are really just not selling anymore, so we haven't really been stocking them as much. Same with the Has Been Hotel buttons. They still haven't quite picked up yet, even though Season 2 is coming out in the next couple of weeks. However, my Amazing Digital Circus buttons are starting to go faster, just because I think it's just gained more popularity and it's more mainstream. We've only got 2 OLOD stickers left. I forgot to restock those. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I sold 2 of my Kinotastic emote sticker sheets. One of them was to a rando, and then one of them was to one of my friends. I sold 3 Tomas charms yesterday. Yesterday alone. That's a lot for my Daft Punk charms. I haven't sold any of my new enamel pins yet. These are also from my Night Jacket Kickstarter. This one was a freebie for every single backer. This one has like a stained glass effect with screen printing. And then these 2 are pearlescent. I've noticed a lot of people are leaning on this table, which really scares me because this table is really wobbly. It's not very secure. So I'm really afraid that someone's gonna like put their whole weight on the edge and it'll just collapse. And if this table collapses, this is going down with it because there's a lot of weight on this wall leaning on this table. So I'm very paranoid about that. People don't really consider their weight when they lean on objects. So I don't know, it just really worries me. Also, I find a lot of people are leaning up against my sign here too. They keep like pushing it forward like this. They'll stand here and they'll just like do this. Like, please be aware of your surroundings. Oh my God. Also, these guys fall on the ground frequently because a lot of cosplayers will have like long sleeves and they'll reach up here to look at prints and their sleeve will brush against these, and then when they're done looking at them, they just kind of fall on the ground. A lot of people lean on this as well, and this is also kind of rickety. So what is it with people and leaning on stuff? Good God. The Overwatch charms are doing okay. Kiriko is definitely the best seller this weekend. We've sold 4 of her. 2 Ramatra, an Alari, a Venture, a Mercy, a Moira, an Ashe, a Lucio. A lot of singles, not a lot of multiples except for Kiriko. All right, that's it. Time to take everything down. I did not do a behind the booth tour earlier because I forgot, but here it is, taking down. All right, friends, that is it. That is FanX 2025. Goodbye, FanX. Hey, so I'm back home. This show was quite the, oh, hi, Mifa. This show was quite the roller coaster. I think I can freely talk about this now because no one's going to be listening in on my conversation with myself. I didn't really feel comfortable saying anything at the venue because I didn't want anyone coming after me, because safety-wise, I did not feel safe. and I'll explain why in a moment. But essentially, there was a guy there accused of using AI in his work. Now, FanX has a very strict no AI policy. In fact, a lot of conventions do, especially these days, with the prevalence of AI. So this guy is accused of using AI in his work, and I looked at his work. It's pretty bad. It's pretty egregious. You can tell that some AI shenanigans were involved in some of his work, which is really unfortunate because this guy is clearly a great artist. Was a great artist. Still probably is a great artist. But I feel like, why would you turn to the dark side, so to speak? You know what I mean? Why would you do that? Why would you use AI to finish off your pieces? Why would you throw your pieces through an AI filter? They're already good. You don't need to make them better. There are so many artists who could have got that spot in Artist Alley, but it was given to this guy. And boy, this guy, you do not want to mess with him because he keeps threatening legal action to anybody who questions him. And I don't even want to name names because I'm scared of this guy, because he sent the cops to someone's booth for taking pictures of his work that he consented to. They asked to take pictures of his work and he said, yeah, take as many pictures as you want. And I think he had some of his guys follow them back to their booth or something. I'm not sure. But the cops knew where they were. And I'm not really sure the whole story. I'm not going to speculate. Allegedly, this is what happened. That they sent the cops to their booth and they said that they were going to be trespassing or something if they go to the guy's booth again or something like that. I'm not quite sure. So I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to say anything. I was trying to keep to myself because I didn't want the cops sent to my booth and I didn't want to be harassed. So I kept my distance from this guy. I didn't talk to him or his proxies or his helpers or whatever. And yeah, it was just a weird situation, you guys. And it sucks because an acquaintance of mine told me that he knows this guy pretty well. And he was basically saying, he didn't explicitly say he didn't use AI, but he was inferring that he didn't without saying that he didn't, if that makes any sense. He just said like, oh, I know him pretty well and I don't think you understand what you're talking about, and I think that so-and-so's video painted him in a bad light and it doesn't paint the full picture of the situation. And I'm just like, but it's AI. It's so clearly AI. Like, it's, you know, when you find a picture of someone, some character, and there are visual tells that it's AI, right? There's weird tangents and weird spots. The hair starts coming out of weird places on the head. The bangs have tangents. The frilly bits on the ears start coming out of really weird places, and the curls don't match. You know what I mean? I don't want to put up images of this guy's work because I don't want, you know, I don't really know what I'm trying to say. It was just a weird situation. I hated the fact that this guy was there, and he had security cameras up, and he was bragging about how they've already caught 2 guys already. Doing what? Like, caught people doing what? Why do you have security cameras at your booth? Is it because you're getting harassed? Maybe you're getting harassed because you're using AI. Like, maybe there's a reason for this. Have you considered this? Anyway, long story short, I didn't really feel safe around this guy or his proxies or his friends or helpers or whatever, whoever they were, because I didn't want the cops sent after me. So it was just a really awkward situation. Anyway, let us go over the counts, shall we? I sold 22 prints today. for a total of 62 total for the weekend. That's amazing. That's so cool. 22 prints today, 62 prints total. Man, my Arcadia vessel really carried me. I sold a ton of him. For buttons, today I sold 98 for a total of 238 buttons. That's on the high end. That's a lot of buttons. I'm pretty impressed with that count. For charms, I only sold 25 today. That's the least amount that I sold over the weekend. But I sold 96 total. Enamel pins, I sold 20 for 60 total. Lanyards, I only sold 2 lanyards today, but that's 13 total for the weekend. Sticker sheets, I sold 22. That's 48 total. Single stickers, today I sold 77. That's quite a few. I sold a lot of my cat stickers today. That puts me at 192 stickers total sold for the weekend. That's quite a bit. As far as miscellaneous goes, I sold 9 packs of plasters today. That's 26 total plaster packs for the weekend. I sold 4 spooky sticker books today. Crazy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sticker books total for the weekend. I sold a couple mystery bags, not very many. I sold 8 beanies today. That's 14 total. And then I sold 3 matte black coffin bags, a pink and a patent. Wait a second. No. I think I sold 2 pink bags today. Because I remember someone later in the day, and I remember we brought 2 in, I think, this morning. Or maybe I'm misremembering. I'm not sure. Anyway, I sold 13 or 14 coffin bags today. Just kidding, it was 15 total beanies for the weekend. I forgot I sold a bat beanie yesterday. For apparel, today alone, I sold 15 shirts. That's as much as Thursday and Friday combined. So that's 30 total. 30 total button-up shirts for this weekend. That's not bad. And for the best part, I sold 7 night jackets today. Oh my God. That's 12 night jackets total for the whole weekend. I thought I would be lucky to sell 1. I'm not even kidding. I thought, okay, the price point is so high, people are going to see this and they're going to be shocked. They're going to walk away. And that it's true. It did happen. It did happen quite a bit. I had quite a few people really fall in love with the night jacket, and then they saw the price and they were like, that was a little bit unfortunate for me. But 12 people loved it enough to buy it despite the price. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm pretty pleased. If you're curious, they're $200. That's how much I sell my night jackets for, because they're very expensive for me to produce. So to make any kind of profit, I'm selling them for $200. Yeah, all in all, pretty good show. Pretty solid show. In fact, I counted everything up and I did like $3,000 over what I did last year, FanX. And I attribute that to the fact that I'm local. Okay, I'm stressing how important this is. I am local, so I can bring all of my big stuff, all of my big ticket items I can bring. Anytime I have a booth at FanX or a table at FanX, I usually have 2. This year was a little weird because I didn't get in. I got waitlisted. Understandably, I was upset. FanX was the first show that I ever did in 2018. The very first show that I vended at. And I think I made like $1,800, $1,900 for a very, very first show. And I was ecstatic. Oh my God, I made $1,800 my very first show. Like, it was crazy to me. I thought, this is my potential. I can do this sort of thing. So it kind of opened up my eyes to vending. And I only did like 2 or 3 shows a year after that until I got into more shows post-COVID. But ever since that show in 2018, I did every single show FanX had since then. So this year, when I got waitlisted, I was like, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I've been to every single FanX show since 2018 and they waitlisted me. I live 10 minutes away from the show and they waitlisted me, and I just thought, I just feel so betrayed. You know what I mean? Other people will understand this. When you have a local show that you get into every single year and it's like your show, to be waitlisted for the show is like, it's devastating. I hated it. So when I got in, at first they gave me a booth way over in the boonies, over by autographs. That would have sucked for me. I would have done, at most, half of what I made this weekend. He really wants his toy. I would not have done as much this weekend had I not switched my booth. So when I checked in Wednesday morning, I got there first thing in the morning. I got there before 8 a.m. We were supposed to check in at 8 a.m. at the earliest. We had to wait for the tax people to set up before we could check in. So we had to check in with the tax people first before we checked in with the exhibitor check-in. And it took the tax people like half an hour to show up. So they weren't even ready until like 8:30. So we were waiting in line for like 40 minutes, essentially. But anyway, I checked in, and the very first thing I said after I checked in was, okay, so here's the thing. I want to be moved to Artist Alley. So can we make that happen? And after they figured a couple things out, they gave me a booth in Artist Alley. This year was a little bit different. They had these 10-foot booths in Artist Alley that were kind of like pro tables almost. I paid $1,100 for the inline booth that they gave me when I got off the wait list. But when I switched to the Artist Alley booth, they charged me an extra $300. So it was $1,400 total, plus like fees and whatnot. So it was probably close to like $1,500 for this booth. And it was worth it, obviously. I paid the difference happily. I thought, finally I get to be in Artist Alley. I am 100% paying this difference because I really need this. I really need to be in Artist Alley. I cannot be in the boonies. I cannot be over by autographs. No one is going to shop over there. People go over there to get autographs and photographs with their celebrity idols. They're not coming over here to get merch. So I'm basically lucky that I even got to be in Artist Alley this year. I thought I wasn't going to get off the wait list. I honestly thought, this is it. This will be the first FanX that I don't go to since I started vending in 2018. This will be the very first FanX that I go to for fun since I started vending there. Because I went to FanX for fun for a couple years before I started vending. I thought, if I don't get in, if I am not able to get a table, I'm just gonna go for fun. That's what I told myself. Anyway, I got in and I got moved to an Artist Alley booth, a 10-foot booth. So I was able to set up the way that I did, and I was able to bring my night jackets, and it ended up working out. And I feel like it was the universe was telling me to be patient. I feel like the universe was telling me, look, we know this is your local show. You gotta chill. You gotta calm down. And I'm just very grateful. What can I say? I'm eternally grateful that I was able to do the show. I think overall, no matter how frustrated I was with the AI shenanigans, I still had a really good show. There were a ton of people that showed up to my booth to say hi, to buy something from me, to say, hey, Kino, I come here every year to say hi and to buy something from you. Hey, Kino, just saying hi, I visit you every year. People that would show up with my merch, with my buttons, wearing my apparel. Several people came up to me wearing my coffin bag. It was super fun seeing everybody's coffin bags, seeing how decked out they were. I really wish I had time to whip out my camera and get footage of coffin bags. I think that would be super cool to do. But this camera is such a pain in the ass to zip open the case. Okay, let me show you. So you zip open the case, right? You zip open the case. You pull out the protective thing, gently take out the camera, flip the screen on, wait for it to initialize, and then press the recording button. It's like a 30-second ordeal. I can't just whip it out and press record. Like, I have to be gentle with it, you know? So I don't really pull it out when I should. I'm not very patient with cameras. So that's why I really only record with this thing whenever I have like downtime and the patience to sit down and talk to the damn thing. I digress. Final thoughts. Do you want to see my Davy Jones collection? Final thoughts. I sold 2 Davy Jones charms this weekend. 2! Very happy with that. Do you want to see my Davy Jones collection? I'm not even kidding you right now. I'm probably like top 100 people in the world with like the biggest Davy Jones collection. And I don't mean like sheer volume. I mean like I own at least one of every Davy Jones there is, which isn't true. I'm missing about 6 or 7 figures, but I'll show you my collection so that you can see my obsession. These are my prized possessions, my beloveds. This is my Davy Jones collection. This plus this beautiful creature down here. It's really pretty. Gorgeous bust. Oh my God, look at him. Look at that paint job. And then this guy with his awesome sword. Oh my God, he looks so good. And then I've got these little guys down here. Tiny little things. Yes, that is a Funko Pop. No, I don't care that it's a Funko Pop. Yes, you can judge me. That's fine. Another little guy. Slightly bigger guy. This one's really pretty. And then I've got this chunky guy over here too. But yeah, that's it. That's my Davy Jones collection. Plus snow globe. Can't forget the snow globe. Look how pretty that is. With the ship. And all the kraken tentacles. Oh my God, it's so good. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd show you. Now you understand my obsession with Davy Jones. Thanks for watching. Sorry for how long-winded this was. I love this show. I love FanX. I really hope I get to go again next year. As long as I live here in Utah, I'm gonna try to get in. I'm gonna try to do FanX every year because it's like the one show that I've been to the most out of every single show. I attended FanX several years before I started vending there, and I've vended there every single year they've had an event since 2018. So it's like my show, you know? So I really hope that I can get in again next year. I love my cats. That's all for now. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.